and take it if you want it. Come and take it if you think you can. Come and take it, but I warn you, you'll have to pry it from a cold dead.
Alright, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, children of all ages, the Southern Republic, the gangster of guns, the Mac Daddy of knives, the pimp of prepping. Added that one in. You like that? Alright, we're going to work with it. The pimp of prepping. So we are going to start working on our prepper series like I promised you in my first prep video. I have a really awesome video on the 12 things you need to get you started in the prepping world. It's coming. I recorded it once, I screwed up the audio, and I've got to record it again, and I haven't had the time to. So we're going to move on to food preps. So I went to Wally World, Walmart, that scourge of whatever. Yeah, there's a little sticky thing here, deal with it. And I want to see how much I could get for a certain price range. So I want to go over what I got first, and then I'll tell you how much I spent. So as you can see right here, we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, so it's 3, 6, 8. I have 8 of these Knorr rice dishes. I got 4 of the Fiesta Spanish rice and 4 of the red bean and rice because I happen to like them. I think they're actually pretty decent. Also, rice is good, high in calories, keeps you going, all that good stuff. So that's 8 of those. I got 2, 4, 6, 8 of the Ohioan mashed potatoes. Add hot water, you're good to go. I specifically got the potatoes and the rice dishes that only required hot water. No butter, no oils, none of that extra stuff, because if push comes to shove and this is in my bug out bag or this is the box that I'm able to grab if I have to leave my house in a, shit hits the fan type of scenario, I don't want to have to look at something and go, wow, I can't make that because I don't have an ingredient. So I specifically went and stayed with the ones that are hot water only. So right here we have 16 meals that can be prepared. And the nice thing about these is even if you cook this, this is enough to feed you 2 meals or feed 2 people 1 meal. So think of it this way, I have 16 things here. That could feed me 32 meals. So if you're doing this and you're just by yourself, that's 32 meals. Or that's 16 meals for you and 1 other person. So if you think about that, 16 meals, 3 meals a day, what's that? 3, 6, 9, 12, 15. That's a little over 5 days. You could feed yourself on those 16 meals. So think of it that way. That's 16 meals for not a lot of money. So as you can see, of course, in the back we have the ramen 12 packs. I actually got 4 of these. I got 1 beef and 3 chicken, because that's all they happened to have when I was there was chicken. And I found that 1 beef pushed in the back, so I grabbed it. So I got 4 12 packs of ramen. So 4 times 12 is 48. So that is 48 meals right there. So 48 and 16, we have like 60 something meals, 70 meals at that point already. Okay, so that's the food prepping I did there. Next, I picked up a box of, let's see if I can flip it. Yeah, maybe. There we go. Hefty Ultra Flex 30-gallon bags. There's 25 of them in there. Now, specifically, I wanted hefty bags because these are the 3 mil thick trash bags for yard and waste care. I wanted those because, God forbid, these I can keep in a bug out bag in my car. They're easy to transport, they're lightweight, and the cool thing about it is if you are in a push comes to shove, you can create a shelter with 1 or 2 of these, so it gets you out of the rain at least. You can fill them with shrubs, leaves, grass, all the stuff that falls off the trees, and at least you can create some. It may not be the most comfortable, but you can create a bedding that you can actually use to lay on, and it'll keep you off the ground, and this way the ground, which is colder than you are normally, even in the hot summer, will whisk away your body heat and actually cause you to get cold, shiver, and it'll keep you awake. So that's why I got hefty bags. Next, we got 2 bottles of hydrogen peroxide. Just the Walmart brand hydrogen peroxide. Great for wound cleaning, clean, yourself, your hands, disinfecting. There is a way to use that for disinfecting and treating water. I don't exactly remember how it worked with hydrogen peroxide. It's a little bit different than bleach, but I know you can do it. I have to remember or go find where and how to do it. Then I picked up a box of Q-tips. That actually wasn't for the prepping. I just needed those for general, healthcare, cleanliness things. Clean the ears out, clean the schnoz out. So then I grabbed these 3M Tech masks, and these are specifically sand and fiberglass respirator masks, and there's 2 in here, so I got 2 of them, so I got 4 total. But the reason I grabbed these is because sand and fiberglass are very, very fine particles. So if that's able to deal with very fine particles, it'll be really good in most general situations that you might need a nose and face shield for. Then I picked up some gauze pads. There's 25 4x4 thick gauze pads in there. And then this is the ouchless tape. Basically, it's the medical tape that they use when you go get your blood drawn, and they put the little piece of cotton there, and then they wrap it around you, and you peel it off later, and it doesn't rip your hair out. So it's really good for small wounds and things like that. And it was cheap, so I got it. So all in all, on this table, there are... I'm going to cover this up just so you see 29 items. And my total for those 29 items, right there, let's see if that'll focus, $54.37 for all of that. So I'll give you a quick breakdown. The ramen, I got 1, 2, 3, 4 of those. Oh, those motherfuckers, they actually charged me for 5 and I only got 4. Those little bitches, I'm going to go back and get my money back. So actually this was less than $50. It was probably right at $50. They actually charged me for an extra one of these little bastards. I should have looked at that. Alright, so these boxes were $2.12. The masks were $2.88. Cotton swabs were $2.97. The mashed potatoes were 97 cents a pouch. The Cajun rice and Spanish rice pouches were 86 cents. The hefty bags were actually $7. Those were the most expensive thing I bought were the bags, because I wanted specifically the super strong, thickest ones they had. And the hydrogen peroxide bottles were 88 cents. Let's see, the curd, so that would be this. The gauze pads were $5.77, and this tape was $2.44. So all in all, that totaled up to, because they charged me for 5 instead of 4, came out to $51.43 plus tax. And if you do take one of those off, this would be about $50 worth of preps for one sitting. And we have 60 to 70 some odd single meals in here. And you could probably feed, I kept this low as 1 meal per pouch. You probably could do 2 people per pouch if you really needed to scrimp by, or 1 pouch and separate it into 2 meals if you really were trying to make it last as far as you could go with that. But all in all, I think for $50, this is a lot of stuff to help get you started. And the nice thing about these things is they have a pretty long storage life. Let me grab one here. I think there's an expiration date here. Yeah, April of 14. So they're good for a year. So that's the other thing we're going to get into is the recirculation of food preps. And when I say recirculating, I mean we're going to have to rotate our supply of food on a relatively regular year to 2 year basis to make sure we don't have food that's out of date or could have gone bad. Now things like rice and potatoes, those probably are going to be fine for more than a year. This is just the estimate. that after a year you would probably want to not use it. But you could probably push that out to a year or two, simply for the fact that it is just rice and it's already dehydrated and flash frozen. Most of that crap is. That's why you add hot water. So, like I said, it's a rotating thing. We're going to get into the rotating your food supply in another video. I have a whole video planned out just for that concept and how to set that up and how to create yourself a nice spreadsheet on your camera, on your phone, or on your computer to keep you up to date on where food is where in its expiration life. So we'll get to that soon. But again, all of this stuff you see on the table, minus the monitor, of course, was $50. So all in all, I think that was a pretty good run to Walmart there when I got some stuff for first aid, you know, air quality things, some first aid stuff, some foods, and some garbage bags that have multi-purposes. So, as always, Semper Fi, stay tuned, and let's get prepping.
So you best not cross that line. If you want this gun, you gotta come through us and take it one shot at a time.